Michael Plays the Classics. I'm back from vacation. I have been playing a lot of Shining Force, and I have leveled up my characters significantly since last time we were together. I guess I did do the one vacation stream, so there's one where I kind of did a little bit in the middle, but even since then, I've leveled some more. And I did go ahead, I just broke down and I went ahead and promoted Gong, my monk character, so he's now a master monk. That's the only thing I did. I got to the point I needed to so bad. So we're going to start off today, but we're gonna promote a couple other characters that are ready to go, and then we're going to get through this battle that I've been playing so long. My mind is about ready to explode. But thank you for hanging out, watching with me today. If you're here live, or if you're watching this later on the YouTube channel, I appreciate having you back. I'm super excited to get back into the game and then see how things go. So let's get started. So I have two other characters who are ready to promote, which I guess, you can promote anytime you want, I guess. But ideally, you want to do it once they get to level 20, as that maximizes their power potential. That gives them the most levels they can attain before they promote, and then the 10 levels that you can get after that. So then Khris wants to get promoted as well. And as I mentioned, I've already promoted Gong, who's now the Master Monk. And I have one other character, Xylo, the Werewolf, who's at 19th level. So he's really close to hitting 20 and could potentially get it in this potential battle. Mission ones did. All right. So let's get to this battle. I'm super excited to be able to actually go through it and complete it because, man, it's been so many times. So you can see here, this is what my Master Monk looks like. So he's already a level 5. I also figured out you could do this. You can actually zoom in and look at people's abilities. I didn't know you could do that here, which is super helpful. So he's now a level 5 Master Monk, and he's got 62 experience, so he's not that far from level 3. And then here's what our Vicar Khris and our Vicar Lowe look like. And then new sprite statuses. And then here's Xylo. So he's 19th level, but he has 12 experience, so a little ways to go. And unfortunately, at this point in this battle, I'm so far above all these enemies that when I take them out, I get very little experience from it, like 1 or 2. Some of them get a little bit more than ones that are lower level, but not much. But when you fight the actual beam over there, the old laser beam eye thing that's about to attack me, it's worth quite a lot. So I will probably have Xylo fight that himself once I get to that point, so that he will be able to level and get him up to 20. And then that might be a good stopping place for today, is to get through this battle, get Xylo promoted, and then see where we go from there. Wasn't sure I was going to be able to stream today. Our internet went out about 11:30, 12 o'clock today. I always have terrible internet. I've complained about it many times, as I'm sure you know. But I had no internet. It actually was out. And it just came back on about half an hour ago. So it could potentially go out in the middle of this. I don't know. We shall see. But hopefully it will last. So Xylo is pretty BA at this point. He can one-shot many of the things on this battlefield, but he only gets 2 experience when he does it. Gong is actually my strongest fighter right now, but I don't really want him to fight. He's my healer bot, as are the other 2 victors now, because that's how they kind of get their experience, is that every time they heal somebody, they get 10 experience no matter what. So it's just really easy to kind of level them up by just letting them heal everybody. Particularly because I'm going to have every one of my characters on this bridge, so everybody's going to get hit by that big laser eye. As long as I am fairly cautious, I shouldn't have to worry about that killing any of the characters unless they've already been hit a couple times by some of these other enemies, but for the most part, we should be fine. So then I'll be able to heal all of them, so all my healers will get a chance to do some healing work. Getting close, get excited. And there's a laser eye. So it does this countdown thing. Starts at 10, 6, 5, then I'll do 4, 3, and then 3, 2, 1, and then fire. But I should have everybody on the bridge. So literally everybody will get hit. And I have to say, I'm not very impressed with Balbury here. I've got him leveled up pretty high. Just still isn't doing a whole lot of damage. So I might trade him out for someone else here fairly soon. So Arthur actually got 10 experience for taking that thing out, which is one of the people who gets the most. I think he's one of my lower level. Because I think 15 is the lowest level I have for any of my characters currently. And I have several that are 15. Not counting the ones that just got promoted. They technically are at first level, but it's 20 levels and now back at first level. And then Gone is the highest at 5th level after promotion. Because I believe 10th level is the max, and he's only 5 levels away from his maximum power. And I probably will get that pretty quickly because I use him mostly for a heal bot. And I think he has enough experience that if I choose to, he can level every battle. I think he has enough magic points to do 10 healings. Not quite, he's 27 looks like, so he can do 9 healings each battle. I'm hoping somebody else will be able to take out that priest. Gork's actually one of my stronger characters too, and he's one of my stronger characters. I want him to attack the Sky Paladin people there because they're actually some of the tougher things on the field. And that's the one way that I could mess this up and actually get one of my characters killed is if one of those guys hits one of them and then I don't have a chance to heal them before the laser eye goes off. So 5 should be okay. But yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. If they're blocked, why is it even? So I don't know why it keeps showing that the user's hidden message. I'm guessing on your chats it probably isn't showing that, but on mine it is, and that's what's going out to the stream. Possible double attack, it didn't happen. Oh well. So here's a chance for me to heal Arthur so they have all their full hit points. And then that should give him 10 experience. Yeah, this guy doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, yeah. 1 point damage, that's good. Board has really high defense as well. I hear my kid laughing downstairs like a maniac. Alright, Gort. Ooh, 5. But he's got a high defense, so he should be fine from the laser eye attack. There we go. And here we go. Laser eye attack. 12, 13, 13. Okay, yeah. Unless somebody gets double attack, which I don't think happens with this thing, they should be fine. Gong will use all of his magic just to go around and make sure everybody gets healed up. Which he should be at like 80 now, so showing a couple more, and then he will already get his next level. Ooh, that stinks. Okay. Get Khris in on the action. Well, bothers me that's sitting there. There we go. Make it perfect. There we go. Now I do got to you just be a little bit cautious that I get everybody off the bridge before this eye thing goes again, or I kill it first. Or at least I get everybody healed up enough that they won't die if it does go off again. Any of those would work. If this doesn't level up Donk, we should level up next time. Let's double check that. Got 125. Since he's not healed yet, I don't want him in the front lines. There we go. So we got 25 experience from that. Let me see where he's at. So he should get 48 when he kills it, which will be about 10 away from leveling. He'll be really close. There we go, gone leveled. And when you're after you're promoted, the levels definitely do a lot more for you each time. I think if I just let Xylo take like everything else out, I might be able to get him to 20th level before this battle is over. They didn't make a strong tactical error. Yeah, they may have. I didn't think they would do 9 points of damage. Sorry, I don't know if Xylo, I may not be able to get you leveled this battle, buddy. You might be able to take the chance. Because those two should run away. But this guy is also going to attack them. Oh, he missed. I need a healer to go. There we go, okay. It's probably a bit much. I just want to make sure he doesn't die. Because if he dies, I have to redo the whole battle. That's kind of the thing. He's the one character I can't afford to mess up. So that should do it. Double attack. Actually, help didn't kill it there. Right, so he's 8 experience points away. So he's got one more healing him. So now I'll basically play the healing game where everybody gets healed. I'll bring it down here. Does not need healed. Needs healed. Needs healed. Does not need healed. Does not need healed. Does not need healed. Does need healed. Does need healed. Does need healed. So yes, it's a bit of a slow and kind of tedious process. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not opposed to you sharing wisdom about the game. I don't claim to be good at these games. I don't claim to offer any sort of insight. I just enjoy playing the games I played when I was a kid. So yeah, you're welcome to share anything that you'd like. I may not take the advice, potentially, depending on what it is, but I'm not opposed to hearing it, just reading it, whatever. Oh, okay. See, I had no idea there was a hidden item on this map. So that would be something I'd happy to know about. I wasn't even aware that there was a such thing as hidden items. So do you have to, like, I assume, like, search for things? All right, I will do that. Is it, wait. So I don't see how to search. I have attack, magic, stay, item, use, equip, drop, give. It's a bikini for one of the major. Okay, I don't care about that then. It's cool though that there are magic or hidden items. That's again something I wasn't aware of. I probably never got those. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So if you're in the right place, then you have search. That's better than having to literally search every single place in the world. But if you just happen to notice that there's a search option and there's something to search, that's kind of smart. I'll give the game credit for that. that should do it for this battle. Gotcha. Is there anything besides bikinis for hidden items? All right, so I've played this game or this level like 1,000 times, and it's been a while since I streamed it. So if you remember, when I first got to this map, this dude was in like a little verbal sparring match with the Silver Knight. I guess he was upset about something going on and got kicked off the mountain. But he didn't actually die, and now he joins the Shining Force. And I think I may replace Balbury with him because Balbury is not doing well for me. So I know there's a couple like Gong is sort of like a hidden character. If you don't go to where he's at, you have to, you won't get him. And there's a couple others like I have the egg that I think I can get hatched that will turn into something later. So I know about those, but I don't know about any, specifically a lot of the others. All right. No. Oh, nice. Are they like you'll find them if you just walk around and talk to everybody, or is it something where you literally have to like do a thing and search a thing? No, I don't want to. Yes, I will listen to you. Well, that's kind of a weird setup. Like, my king's controlled and evil, but I guess I'll still do what he says. There's more people up there. Oh, hey there, person. Legs of haste, huh? I'll have to look that up later. I don't know if it's like a one-time item or something that will permanently boost your speed, but I don't want to waste it. Nice. Let's see. That's a better weapon for me. Yes, yes it is. Fish. Cool. Unless they're really close to where I'm at, I'll hold off because I can always like look online as I get a little bit closer. Because I have played through this game several times. It has been a long time since I've played through it, and I kind of remember, like it's sort of like, so again, I kind of sort of remember some of the stuff from before. And so I might remember them when the time comes. Okay, yeah, I'm a little ways away then. So I guess at this point I just leave, and then that will probably trigger that other battle. Because I kind of remember something with this pig pen. I feel like I just have a memory of something going on there. It's just like really strong in my mind. So I'm going to guess that I'm not done with this town yet. Okay. Can I leave this town? Oops. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Okay. So let's go see if we can trigger this battle. So I could be mistaken, and I'm sure things will happen, but I kind of feel like I'm so far ahead of where I'm supposed to be that while I don't want to do anything silly, I have a feeling I should be able to do pretty well in the next few battles. I guess we're about to test that. And they're really far away. This is going to take long. Oh, they have a cannon too, or some sort of artillery. That might be interesting. Yeah, I've been streaming this for a while, and then I went on vacation. I was on like a 2-week vacation, which I've never taken a 2-week vacation before. It was a lot of fun. It was also very tiring, and I had some downtime, so I kept playing the same battle that I was in when I last streamed over and over and over again. I didn't want to progress any further because I want this playthrough to be a complete beginning to end playthrough when I'm done. But I just kept playing that same battle so many times that I just got like way higher level than I don't say should be, but then the game kind of expects me to be. The game does kind of self-regulate a little bit, that when you're this much higher than the enemies, you stop getting as much experience. Like most of my characters are getting 1 or 2 experience, even when they take out enemies. But the exception in that last battle was the laser eye. So it was still a whole lot. So I would go through the battle, and I would have all my healers just heal. So they were leveling up quickly. And then I would just pick one character to fight the laser eye. And then that was almost like a level up, because at first they were only doing 3 or 4 experience each time. But like each time they attack or damage, they do like 4 or 5 damage, they'd get like 12 experience, 15 experience. And then it would take like 5 or 10 hits. So it was almost a guaranteed level every time one of them fought it. Do I have to have my main character free, or the person that fights them has to have a free slot? Because I don't actually know who all has free slots. But I can do that based on who I have attacking. Let's see. So Xylo has some spots. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I think that's a great tip, because I would never have known if I fought them with someone who didn't have a free slot. Gotta be careful with Pelle there, because he is much lower level than everyone else. Ah, gotcha. I did kind of wonder about that, because I've been to a couple different shops and they have the deals, and I checked them at first, but then there was never anything in them, so I just kind of like stopped checking because I didn't realize what was going on. So I was like, all right, I guess I don't understand. That makes sense. That's another thing I'll give the game credit for, that it has a way for you to not, you may not get it the freebie, but if you miss it, there's still a chance to get it another way. That's pretty good game design, I think. It's not really fooling around. They're keeping themselves pretty tight. So I'll ask, if you don't mind, since you obviously know this game a lot better than I do. I got that Legs of Haste a little bit ago. Is that a permanent item that I can equip, or is it like a one-time duty thing that once I use it, it's just like a limited use? Because I certainly have a couple characters I wouldn't mind to get a little better speed, but I also don't want to just use it if it's like a one-time thing in a battle. I'm going to wait on Pelle, because he's going to get toasted. Okay, cool. Well, I will look around and see who amongst my squad needs it most, or who I want to have it removed. Gotcha. I don't think I've seen a turbo pepper yet, but good to know. Boom. Nice. was a little better than I was expecting, but I'm glad to take it. Oh, come on, Arthur. You're better than that. Well, hello, Sheriff Hunter 86. Welcome. This is good to know. I've been on vacation, so I haven't streamed in a while. I may have some of my settings off, so I'll play around with them a little bit. Thank you for letting me know. But this is Michael Plays the Classics, which is where I just replay some video games I played as a kid that I liked a whole lot. I don't pretend to offer any valuable insight or tips or tricks necessarily. There's a few I've figured out, and Man United fan 1965 has dropped a whole bunch of knowledge. The game sound is on purpose. I ran into trouble early on. Apparently, Legend of Zelda, if you stream that music, it's bad. So I just sort of stopped doing it. All right, let me give me 1 second. Let me play with my settings here. Wonder if I'm actually on the wrong microphone. I am on the wrong microphone. That's why it's low. I have a really nice microphone right here, but apparently I'm using that one. So give me 1 second. Okay, that should be much better. Yet again, where I went on... Okay, I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to wait just a second, because you said there's no sound at all, but I bet there is a sound. It's just a little bit behind. There we go, yeah. So apparently if you forget to plug in your USB microphone into your computer, it doesn't know that it exists. I'm new at this. Actually, I'm not new at this. I'm just bad at this. But that basically counts as the same thing. So thank you for, 1, letting me know, and 2, for putting up with this stream for so long with terrible audio. That makes me very sad. But anyways, welcome. Once again, I don't claim to have any valuable insight into these games. I just like to play games that I played as a kid. So I'm an affiliate with Twitch, but not a partner. Whatever the better one is, I'm not. So my stuff goes away after a couple weeks. But I have a YouTube channel, so if you are interested in any of this, I've replayed the original Legend of Zelda, the original Final Fantasy, the original Metroid. I think I did a couple days. I just played around with 10-Yard Fight, which is one of my favorite games ever. It's such a terrible game, but I love playing it. It's just sort of fun and silly. And then so right now I jumped off of the Nintendo and I'm playing Shining Force. And after this, I'm probably going to play Shining Force 2. And then I might jump back to Super Nintendo and do Eye of the Beholder. So basically, I'm an RPG podcast. So we talk about role-playing games. This is just sort of an odd thing I do on here. So if you're into more of the video games, this is kind of it. Monday through Friday around 2 o'clock Eastern time, I play some old video games. But the other things we do on our channel, we have a talk show podcast. We have some actual play stuff where we actually play the game. All that kind of good stuff. Yeah, again, I was a Nintendo kid growing up. I had, original Nintendo when it came out and all that stuff. But I got a Sega Genesis, I think, in college. So when I say kid, I don't necessarily mean like an 8-year-old. But there's a few games that were on Sega Genesis that I absolutely loved, and both the original Shining Forces are 2 of them. I love these games, played through them so many times. But again, it has been probably 20 years or more since I have played. Yep, Zylo just got the heat axe. Thank you for that hint. Somebody was wounded. Let me see who that was. Yeah, he's not doing great. And then I saw that actually there was a sort of a prequel. And I think it's called Shining in the Darkness or something that has overland travel. So I guess it's almost like Final Fantasy, maybe more than. I don't know. But I might play that as well. But that's the game I've never played before. So if I play that, it won't be Michael replaying a favorite game. It'll be Michael perhaps finding a new love.
I don't know. But Eyes of the Beholder is one of my favorite games as well. I played that on Super Nintendo so many times. And I absolutely would set and re-roll my characters hundreds of times until I got the stats I wanted for my characters. So I don't know if I'll do that for the stream. I'm not sure. I don't think it'd be very exciting. So I might do that before I start the stream on that one. We shall see. So have you played Shining in the Darkness? Because I never have. I know almost nothing about the game. Is it particularly long? Like, basically I stream like 45 minutes, maybe an hour a day when I can. I have kids, and sometimes their schedule gets in the way, and I don't want it to be something I'm streaming for 7 months. But Metroid was, well, actually, I think the original Final Fantasy was probably the longest that I've done it. I had almost 40 sessions for that one, but I also probably took longer than I needed to go through it. I like leveled up pretty high as well. Yay, level 20. So I'll get him promoted at the end of this. Which actually reminds me, I also have the streams from the YouTube channel for Dragon Warrior 1 and Dragon Warrior 2. Those are also the other games that I also streamed. Okay. Well, I would probably go the quicker route then, if I have the option. I don't know what that means necessarily. I mean, I have an idea, but not specifically, but I'm sure I can find out pretty quickly. Interesting. Oh, crap. I saw that he was missing a couple magic points and thought that was health, so I just wasted that. Oh well. Gotcha. Yeah, I try where I can to not rely on the internet too much. Like I do try to play through these as if I'm experiencing it for the first time and what I remember and that kind of stuff. But every now and then I have to go to the internet for some pointers. And like with Dragon Warrior 2, I end up doing quite a lot and then pulling up a map because I was getting so lost and turned around and just taking so much longer than it needed to that I was afraid it was getting frustrating to watch. No, well, okay. So I believe, if I'm correct, someone has told me that I need to play Fire Emblem, if I'm not misremembering, but it's not a game I have played before. If it's not an actual game, then no, I'm confused. But someone else has mentioned to me recently that they know I'm doing this, and so I have a memory of someone saying that you should play Fire Emblem, and then also Chrysalis. I don't know. I think it's from Nintendo. I also never played that one, which people said is really good, and it's kind of got a Zelda vibe to it. Okay, I will. I think you're like the second person that has told me that, so I believe you. I just need. Is it what system is it for? If you don't mind. Okay. Because I'm still not 100% sure about how all the legality on streaming works. So I bought just Sega Genesis on Xbox 360. It has all these Sega games, and that's technically, I guess, how I'm streaming this. So I have all three of the Shining Force games on here, but I'll have to track down a cartridge of Fire Emblem because again, I don't know if anyone cares or if it really matters, but I won't stream something if I don't own a copy of it. So I'll have to track down a copy, and I'm guessing it won't be that hard, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm using an emulator. That's how I'm just because it's easier for me to do that with like the way that I stream with OBS and all that kind of good stuff. It's just that's the method that I'm using. But I want to own a physical copy. So like I went out and bought a cartridge for Dragon Warrior 2 and physically have that before. Now I will play games that I don't particularly maybe have, but I wouldn't stream anything unless I have a copy of it. I'm using, what am I using now? Because I recently had to change. I use Mac, and the one that I used to use forever stopped working with my Mac, and I had to change. And it's called OpenEMU, like Open Emulation, but it's EMU, and it's worked great so far. I've really enjoyed it. It does everything I need it to do. I kind of worried about that. It's like I left him open, didn't I? Oh, War Song. Okay, I've not heard of that one before, so I will have to look into it. I'm actually going to take a quick second. I've written both of those down, so next time I won't have to be like, I kind of have a memory of someone saying something. So I've written them down. I will investigate them. Ah, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to cast heal on my main character, not that one. Ugh. Yay, Arthur. Let's get it right this time. Alrighty. I I remember that from long ago, but I don't remember anything about it. So yes, but I don't have any memory of it. So that might be something I can explore in the future. Yay, leveled up too. Okay. So perhaps you have the strength to rescue King Ramladoo. Aha. There. So let's go up to this pig pen. Is it in the same place? Here we go. So let's promote Xylo. Cool, I'll look into that. I have Warcraft. I just had a wild hair like 6 months ago. I wanted to play the original Warcraft, the kind of bad one, ugh, where you just have the peons and you go and mine and chop wood. I love that game. Played so much of that in college. I've never actually played World of Warcraft. Never, not one time. But I will play the crap out of original Warcraft and Warcraft 2. So I bought those on GOG. So that's the only thing I've ever bought on there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it now. I'm going about an hour, which is actually kind of long. Usually I try to keep these like 45 minutes or so, but I really appreciate you hanging out. And I know, what was it? Shav Hunter 86 jumped in for a minute. I don't know if they're still watching, but if they are, thank you. Basically Monday through Friday, as long as my internet works, which I have really crappy internet where I live, so it's not a given. I try to stream these old retro games. After this one, again, I'll probably be playing this one for another few weeks, but after that, it'll be Shining Force 2, and there, I'm not sure yet, but maybe jump into Eye of the Beholder and that kind of thing. But I really appreciate hanging out. Thank you for the tips. Appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you in the future. So thanks. Bye.